Kylie Jenner is sad she never went to prom. Plus, we're backstage with Mariah Carey and her man, and we caught them K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Hey guys, this is the Daily Denny. I'm Denny Directo, and by a raise of hands, who went to prom? Who wishes they didn't? Well, Kylie Jenner wishes she did. Kylie never got to go to her prom, and we know it because the girl has virtually grown up in front of the cameras. And now the 19-year-old is explaining why she never got her own high school fairy tale in this sneak peek of Life of Kylie.
Wait, why didn't you go to prom?
It was homeschooled.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Aww. It was really sad, actually. I had to unfollow all my friends that I went to school with. They probably all thought I hated them, but I just couldn't see it. You know, because they would always post photos and they were all at the prom and I was like, can't see it. Yeah. It just made me sad.
Look, I had a blast at my prom, but girl, you are fine. Sell your lip kits, collect your coin, and move past go. Thankfully for you, Kylie, you'll finally get a shot at going to prom because in the premiere episode of her new spin-off show, Life of Kylie, the makeup mogul plots to surprise a fan named Albert at his formal dance. That airs Sunday on E! But moving on to Mariah Carey. She touched down on the iconic Hollywood Bowl here in Los Angeles last night. Mimi had 3 costume changes, 12 songs, and 1 perfect man. How do I know this? Because E.T. was backstage and our cameras caught this sweet moment between Mimi and her on-again, off-again boyfriend, dancer/creative director, Bryan Tanaka. He kisses her cheek and then sneaks another one on the lips. Bryan even had even more to gush about when our Carly Steele snagged him for a quick interview backstage.
What do you love the most about touring and performing with Mimi?
Just being with her. It's just to share a passion of performing in music and just, you know, just sharing such a special moment and a special thing that we both cherish so much. It's magical, you know, it's just doing it together.
Now this is the part where I would normally rate them on the John and Chrissy scale of relationship goals, but you know what? I'm gonna let you guys decide that. Come on a scale from 1 to John Legend and Chrissy Teigen, where do Mariah and Bryan land? Meanwhile, Mariah and Lionel Richie's All the Hits tour continues through September, and as you guys know, Lionel is rumored to be a new judge on American Idol, something Mariah knows all too well.
Speaking of Lionel, he is said to be joining American Idol. Have you heard this, and do you have any advice for him?
I have not. I would say don't do it. No, I'm only kidding. If he wants to do it, that'll be great. Do you think? I think he'd be really good at it.
Yeah, do you think he'd be a good
Yeah, they just
judge?
were trying to foil me when I went on there. So, you know, that's why the only reason I say that. But
well, Katy Perry's on it this time. It should be a bit more
should
civilized.
Should be good too.
Yeah.
Be good.
I kind of love that low-key idol shade. All right, but moving on from the Queen Diva to the professor of thugonomics himself.
And his name is John Cena!
That's right, John Cena has been tapped to star in the Transformers spin-off Bumblebee, because we need more Transformers movies. Hollywood Reporter first broke the casting news. John will star opposite Pitch Perfect 3-star Hailee Steinfeld in the lead. The movie is a prequel to the Michael Bay films that started in 2007 and will be directed by Travis Knight, who did the stop-motion movie Kubo and the Two Strings last year. And can we just admit, it is a good time to be John Cena right now. Not only is he one of the most famous WWE wrestlers of all time, he is entering his 40s with an engagement to fellow wrestler Nikki Bella, plus a record-tying 16th World Championship belt, another season of his television show American Grit, and now a starring role in a major Hollywood franchise. Call me crazy, but could the man who has already earned raves in Trainwreck and Sisters be headed for the same kind of crossover stardom as his former WrestleMania opponent, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Okay, I actually
It doesn't matter what you think. Now, if you need a Cena fix, he's wrestling Shinsuke Nakamura on SmackDown on USA tonight for a chance to appear in the main event title match at SummerSlam, which, if he wins, means Cena would become the most decorated wrestler of all time. And I just said a whole lot of words that I'm not 100% sure what they mean. In other sports news, Beyonce is reportedly interested in buying a stake in her hometown team, the Huston Rockets. I apologize, we have been overdue for a Beyonce mention, so there it is, folks. But enough sports talk. Let's discuss The Bachelorette. Luckily, our batch bae, Lauren Zima, is back with all the dramas that went down on the Men Tell All last night. I apologize for yelling at you.
Please don't yell at me ever again.
Girl, last night's reunion had it all. Shouting matches, tears. But how would you describe it in one sentence?
In the words of Chris Harrison, it was the most dramatic Men Tell All of all time. Okay, it wasn't maybe the most dramatic, but it did have a major discussion that Men Tell All has never really had before. Racism.
Oof. Now, I know you spoke with the guys about Lee. You're talking about Lee after the taping. What's the group consensus? Do we hate him?
You know, these guys really treated him with kid gloves. I think even more so than he deserved. They were really focused on pushing love his way and on helping him learn about the ways that he was thinking. But the question is, did they believe Lee's apology? I asked all of them that question. Did they think he was real when he said sorry? Their answers are very interesting.
I love that. Well, you guys, clearly Lauren has so much more to say on all of this in a brand spanking new episode of Roses and Rose. That
was so good.
That was good, right?
That was so good.
I've been practicing, thank you. That's up on ET's YouTube channel now. If you like what you see, then you should subscribe to our YouTube channel because we have a little something for everybody.
Yeah. I forgive you for yelling at me.
I'm sorry again. Thank you. Bye. Bye. All right, you guys, as always, stick with Entertainment Tonight and etonline.com. We've got you covered on all things Hollywood. Bye. I'm going to go this way. Ooh.